Hi folks, Peter Lawn here. Today is a showcase of another base of mine on the Styx map. I'm calling this one Styx number 11. And I just want to do a base walkthrough of this thing and hopefully stimulate some ideas in your next base designs. Anyways, the place I built it on is in the Styx Ring Lake area. And if you look at the map, it's right in this area here. You can see I've got actually a creature deterrent set up here. There's a lot of crocodiles here and bears and stuff like that, so it's sort of an advanced area. But I thought it turned out pretty good. This design actually is 4 octagon buildings kind of jammed together, and then there's also a circular glass greenhouse in the back here, so we're just going to take a look at that and see what that looks like. So it's built on the edge of the lake, or the Ring Lake, which is kind of nice. I was experimenting a little bit with sort of another layer underneath the building section, and then just filling in with stone and concrete trim. I think it looks pretty decent. But you can see here the 4 sort of octagon buildings sort of mesh together to form this this weird shaped building. Also, the roof is a white hot mess. I know it looks kind of crazy, and it's probably the most complicated roof I've ever put together, and probably the last time I do something like this. But I was just experimenting a little bit and trying to stack some different angled things on there, and this is what you ended up with. But I thought it turned out pretty good. And then I've got my glass circular greenhouse here, which is turned out pretty good as well. I'm trying to grow everything in here, including the new bramble stuff that allows you to build bramble defenses. If you have used any of my mods, you probably would see that I have a seed kit that includes the bramble seeds in there, so you can actually grow them yourself, which is pretty cool. So let's have a little closer look at this. And you're wondering, how do I jump this far? It's just because I'm running a mod of mine which allows me to jump and not take any damage, which is always a bonus. Let's jump up top here. And I got various doors here that get me into the building. Yeah, it's a unique kind of design. Originally just started out as a flat floor, but then a buddy of mine said, why don't you make a raised floor in the middle? And I thought, okay, but I had to sink it in quite a bit, and that kind of almost rendered the basement useless. I did manage to squeeze in, because you got all the stairs extending down here and blocking everything, which is kind of bad. I did manage to squeeze in the forge, or the foundry here, because I always like to have that thing around. But yeah, so anyways, this is kind of what you end up with down below here. It's kind of useless space. And let's get back up, because I can go up here. But it added a really kind of neat effect in the middle of the building. Just added a little bit of interest there. Also in the middle, I just had this sort of just square raised ceiling, and put a couple pictures up there. Looks okay. Yeah, just experimenting with different posts and support systems. Of course, I love this clay brick texturing. So you probably noticed in my other builds I've been using it a little bit more, because it looks really good with the combination with the glass as well. A nice little balcony railing going all the way around here, which is definitely handy. But so every second set of walls is glass and the clay bricks, which I think looks really good. And then also I put the trim clay all the way around each one of the sections as well, the clay beams, and that just kind of brings out makes it pop a little bit more, right? So. What else? Well, it's pretty straightforward. With this design, you get just a ton of storage. If you put all of the storage boxes that I've got up there, I haven't even used some of them up here yet. But it certainly gives us a ton of storage that we can put in, and a lot of floor space for equipment as well, which is really good. And let's just take a quick look inside the greenhouse. You can see I kind of just followed a circular pattern all the way around. When you're placing these crop plots, you do have the option of right mouse clicking and free placing them when you put them down, so you can kind of make your own circles or whatever. Here's the brambles I was talking about. I can actually harvest these things right now. Let's go see what we can do with them. Let's put them down here. What do you get? Okay, so just plant them. Wonder if they get bigger. Just see what happens. Anyways, so there you go. This is what she looks like, and like I said, there's a ton of beams being used here. If you notice, because you got basically 4 octagon buildings that you're building, and putting concrete walls all the way around here, and then, like I said, cement. Everything's hollow though, so I did all the wiring underneath, so that I could actually get below it and put the wire. I try to hide the wiring as much as possible. Yeah, and it's got my polar bear out here, and nice little fireplace. And there you go. Anyways, I'll do a little bit of a flyover again so you can actually see it in photo mode here. Took a little bit of planning to try to figure out how to mesh the octagons together, but I thought it worked out pretty good, pretty decent. And the location's beautiful too, so I'm running my no weather mod as well, so that gives me a nice sunny days. If I did convert it to turn on the weather, I did notice that there's some interior spots inside the building that that do get exposure to weather. So this was never designed to be weatherproof from the get-go, so I'm not really too concerned about it. A lot of times I'll build these buildings, and I will keep in mind to try to build them so they're weatherproof. Some of this, for example, this wood trim that's on the outside would not survive in the storm, so that's why you'd probably have to convert those to concrete if you wanted to, and it still doesn't look too bad either if you have them in concrete. But again, if you have a mod running that allows you some free build options, like i.e. The concrete pieces, that certainly makes things a lot easier, and you can focus on the building rather than scrounging for materials, right? So if you're interested in any of those, feel free to visit my my mods page. I'll put a link here for you, and you can take a look at that. But right now I do a lot of building, and so I'd like to have the building materials readily available, and then I can just kind of start the creative process rather than having to scrounge away for all and grind it all out. I've already done that, played the game all the way through with no mods, and then now I just like building and doing kind of a free build, right? All right, I hope you guys found this kind of interesting. So hopefully, if you got any comments or questions about the build, just drop me a note, and I'll endeavor to answer whatever I can. Thanks, folks, for watching. Until next time.